Hello, Mind Health Insiders. Do you know with the recent awareness on mental health over the past few years, people are now getting to understand more and more about matters of depression, anxiety and other mental health disorders. There's also less stigma surrounding the need for therapy and mental health care nowadays, because of so many public figures who have spoken up about their own struggles with mental illness. Still, there remains a lot which is not known about the real depression. Only those struggling with it can truly understand. So, with that said, here are 10 things only depressed people will understand. Number 1, difficulty with communicating your emotions. Within depression, there may be complex emotions such as sadness, hopelessness, helplessness, anger, fear, shame, and guilt. Gradually, this might turn out into emotional numbness and isolation. Putting your feelings into words and communicating them with others is a constant struggle when you're depressed, especially when loved ones are asking you how you feel or how you're doing because they suspect something is wrong. You don't want them to worry, but also don't know how to tell them. Number 2, the guilt of not having a good reason for being depressed. Why are you depressed? Why you even have to be depressed about in the first place? Sound familiar? One of the most difficult things in having depression is the pain of being misunderstood. Do you agree depression needs to have a valid reason? Depression affects people of all ages and genders, but you can't help it and feel guilty when others judge you for not having a good reason for being depressed. Number 3, the anger over constantly being told, "I understand." Do you find it difficult to believe when others say they understand what you're going through? Another thing not talked about enough when it comes to depression is how frustrating it can feel to constantly be told by others that they understand when really all you want to do is tell them that unless they've been diagnosed with depression themselves and been inside your mind, no, they really don't. Number 4, the pain of losing the love and passion for life. How long has it been since you picked up a paintbrush or hummed a song? The American Psychological Association states that the main feature of depression is lack of interest in all of the activities. This means that when you're suffering from depression, it's a struggle for you to find enjoyment, even in the hobbies and activities that you once loved so much. It makes you lose passion for life. Depression makes you demotivated to do anything and so takes away even the basic pleasures of life. Number 5, the frustration of not being able to just come out of it. Have you been told that a few days of rest can cure depression? One of the many reasons why depression is such a devastating mental illness is that a lot of people don't understand its true nature. They think that people who are depressed just need to think more positively. There is no built-in switch for this. Your feelings are every bit as real as they feel. You're not required to feel any other way just because others don't feel the same. Number 6, the compulsive desire to self-isolate. Why do counselors and therapists alike stress the need for those struggling with depression to have a good social support system? With no energy or motivation to engage in social interactions, you tend to prefer isolation, leading to low self-esteem and self-worth. Number 7, people think depression is the same as sadness. Sadness is a part of healthy human emotion and is actually quite normal to feel from time to time. Depression, on the other hand, is a serious mental illness that needs to be treated with professional help and therapy. These things are not at all the same, but some people can't seem to get the difference. This can make you feel very frustrated, especially when others disregard what you're feeling as mere sadness and tell you not to think about it. Number 8, people don't understand that mental illness is real. Many people still think that depression is a choice and mental illness isn't real. Just because there are no physical symptoms to see, doesn't mean that the pain you feel is not real. Number 9, people think depression is the same for everybody. Every individual's experience of a mental disorder is different. Depression doesn't look the same for everybody. Some people might stop eating and struggle with insomnia, while others might overeat and oversleep. Some people have high-functioning depression, and may not even seem like they're struggling at all. And for others, their depression might force them to lie in bed and do nothing. Nevertheless, all experiences of depression are valid. And number 10, learning to celebrate the little things. Finally, most importantly, when you struggle with depression, even the smallest of victories deserves to be celebrated. Managed a short conversation with someone. Took the time to brush your hair or take a bath. Give yourself a mental pat on the back. Those are all very, very important achievements to someone with depression. They might not mean much to other people, But for you, struggling with mental illness on a daily basis, they make up the days. That reminds you why you need to keep fighting and why it's so important to keep holding on. It's important to remember not to allow others to dictate how you feel. If you are struggling with depression or any other mental illness, please know that there is always hope and help and that someday things can be better. Seeking professional help can help you on the road to improvement. Leave a comment down below about your experience with depression. Please feel free to share any thoughts you have as well. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with those out there needing to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe to Mind Health Insight and hit the notification bell for more new videos. And as always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see